A great investment opportunity occurs when a marvelous business encounters a one-time huge but solvable problem. Asking for financial advice from a financial planner is like asking a barber if you need a haircut. Basically, the single most important decision in evaluating a business is pricing power. Be fearful when the markets get greedy. Be greedy when the markets get fearful. Buy companies with strong histories of profitability and with a dominant business franchise. Diversification may preserve wealth, but concentration builds wealth. Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. Failure comes from ego, greed, envy, fear, imitation. I have success not because I am smart, but because I am rational. Focus alone is not enough. Putting in the time to commit is also crucial to achieve success. Games are won by players who focus on the playing field, not by those whose eyes are glued to the scoreboard. I think you should read everything you can. In my case, by the age of 10, I'd read every book in the Omaha Public Library about investing, some twice. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your money. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. It's good to learn from your mistakes. It's better to learn from other people's mistakes. It's much easier to stay out of trouble now than to get out of trouble later. Learning how to live is much more important than learning how to make a living. Look at market fluctuations as your friend rather than your enemy. Profit from folly rather than participate in it. Look for 3 things in a person: intelligence, energy, integrity. If they don't have the last one, don't even bother with the first 2. Much success can be attributed to inactivity. Most investors cannot resist the temptation to constantly buy and sell. Never depend on single income. Make investment to create a second source. Never test the depth of river with both the feet. Outstanding long-term results are produced primarily by avoiding dumb decisions rather than by making brilliant ones. People will always try to stop you from doing the right thing if it is unconventional. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Sound investing can make you very wealthy if you're not in too big a hurry. Take the probability of loss times the amount of possible loss from the probability of gain times the amount of possible gain. That is what we're trying to do. It's imperfect, but that's what it's all about. The best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you'll earn. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. The gross profits in many workouts appear quite small. It's a little like looking for parking meters with some time left on them. However, the predictability coupled with a short holding period produces quite decent average annual rates of return after allowance for the occasional substantial loss. The key to success is emotional stability. The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. The Noah rule: predicting rain doesn't count, building arks does. The one piece of advice I can give you is do what turns you on. Do something that if you had all the money in the world, you'd still be doing it. You've got to have a reason to jump out of bed in the morning. The only question is whether you're going to do it today or tomorrow. If you keep saying you're going to do it tomorrow, you'll never do it. You have to get on it today. The rich invest in time. The poor invest in money. The true investor welcomes volatility. A wildly fluctuating market means that irrationally low prices will periodically be attached to solid businesses. The truth is, everything that has happened in my life that I thought was a crushing event at the time has turned out for the better. The value of a business is the cash it's going to produce in the future. There are three kinds of people. 1. Innovators. 2. Imitators. 3. Idiots. Too often, a vast collection of possessions ends up possessing its owner. We don't get paid for being busy. We get paid for being right. We don't have to be smarter than the rest. We have to be more disciplined than the rest. Well, I think the biggest mistake is not learning the habits of saving properly early, because saving is a habit, and then trying to get rich quick. It's pretty easy to get well-to-do slowly, but it's not easy to get rich quick. What the wise do in the beginning, fools do in the end.